And those satellite companies who have ambitions to come into urban areas serving elite retail customers just need to take the telecom licenses like everybody else. This is a simple solution which can be done on a global scale, and India can again show the way in this particular regard.
Sunil Mittal there calling for satellite communication companies to buy spectrum at an auction, but Telecom Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia has ruled out an auction. He said spectrum will be allocated to SATCOM players at the price determined by the regulator. Ashwin Kumar is here with more on that response from Telecom Minister.
Well, important clarifications coming in from the Telecom Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia speaking here at the INC 2024. Number one, there have been divergent views on whether or not spectrum for satellite communications is to be allocated or is to be auctioned. That question was answered by the Telecom Minister speaking here. He clarified that the Telecom Act is very clear that can only and only be allocation, administrative allocation of spectrum for satellite communication. No auction is possible under the Telecom Act, going on to say that it is subject to, however, a cost of allocation. That cost, that price of spectrum is to be determined by the TRAI, the Telecom Watchdog. It is open for the Telecom Watchdog to decide on that question. But going on to clarify that globally the precedent is clear. There is no auction of spectrum for satellite communication. It is only allocation. Number two, on the issue of support for data centers. Bear in mind that Akash Ambani, speaking at the inaugural session, had advocated for support, an incentive mechanism for data centers in India. Jyotiraditya Scindia said that PLI is a great example of what the state support can do, especially in the field of manufacturing. Also going on to say that this is an issue that the government is looking to move swiftly on, but saying that this is a question that MeitY will take a final call on. And finally, on the issue of tariff hike, Jyotiraditya Scindia speaking in support of the telecom company, saying that the tariffs are already extremely low, that the hikes have come on an extremely low base, and that if the telecom companies are not able to get a return on their investment, the transition from 4G to 5G and then to 6G will be challenging.
For SATCOM, spectrum will be allocated administratively. Now, that does not mean that spectrum does not come without a cost. What that cost is and what the formula of that costing is going to be will not be decided by you or me. It will be decided by TRAI. And there is a paper that has already been circulated by TRAI, and we have a regulatory authority for telecom, and that regulatory authority of telecom has been empowered by the Constitution to decide what that administrative pricing is going to be.
For more news and updates, all you need to do is follow CNBC TV18 on all of our digital platforms.